Someone's constantly late. There's tension between two team members. A manager's accused of bullying. These aren't just awkward workplace moments. They're employee relations issues. And if you don't deal with them properly, they escalate fast. So how do you handle these issues confidently, legally and fairly? I'm Deborah Weatherall from HR Dept Solent. We support businesses across the South Coast with practical, local HR advice, especially when it comes to managing people problems. And in this video, we're unpacking one of the most misunderstood areas of HR, employee relations, because poor performance, misconduct, conflict, grievances, they're part of a running business. The problem is most employees leave them too late, handle them informally, or panic when they escalate. So let's walk through the right way to deal with employee relations issues, step by step. 1. Know what counts as an employee relation issue. First, let's define it. Employee relations covers any issue that affects the working relationship between the employer and the employee, or between employees themselves. That includes persistent lateness or absence, underperformance, conflict between colleagues, disrespectful behaviour, allegations of bullying or harassment, grievances about pay, conditions or treatment, misuse of company systems, cultural clashes in growing teams. If it's causing tension, risk or damage to morale, it's an employee relations issue. 2. The big mistake, avoiding it. Here's where most South Coast SMEs go wrong. They avoid the issue. They hope it will fix itself. They tiptoe around it. They wait until it gets worse or until another employee complains. But by then, you've got a bigger mess and it's harder to resolve fairly. The best time to deal with any employee relations issue is early, before it spirals. 3. Use the right processes. You can't wing it with employee relations issues. UK employment law expects consistency and fairness. That means investigating issues properly, giving staff a chance to respond, keeping records, following your disciplinary or grievance procedures. If you skip these steps, even with good intentions, you increase the risk of legal claims. Here's a simple guide. Issue arises, informal discussion, document it. If it repeats, formal investigation. Invite to a meeting, outcome in writing, appeal. It doesn't have to be heavy-handed, but it does need to be structured. 4. Train managers to spot early signs. Most issues don't start big, they build over time. Your managers need to notice changes in behaviour, friction in meetings, slips in communication or output, complaints from others, even if casual. The earlier it's flagged, the easier it is to fix. That's why manager training is one of the best investments you can make. 5. Keep emotion out of it. When an issue feels personal, it's easy to react emotionally, especially in smaller teams where everyone knows each other. But employee relations needs a neutral, professional approach. That means don't jump to conclusions. Don't make accusations without evidence. Don't involve others unnecessarily. Keep it confidential. Keep it structured. And if in doubt, get advice. So what goes wrong when you don't handle these issues properly? You get a disengaged team, reputational damage internally, claims of unfair treatment or favouritism, formal grievances or even tribunal claims, a toxic culture where people stop speaking up. One incident mishandled can spiral into serious culture problem, and culture problems cost money through staff turnover, lost productivity and brand damage. Let's take a real-world example. A business in Southampton hired a strong sales manager. 6 months in, several junior team members started feeling intimidated by their tone. No one said anything until one staff member went off sick with stress and submitted a formal grievance. By then, the team was divided. Trust was low, and the company was unsure what it could or couldn't say without legal risk. We were brought in late, but managed to mediate between parties, provide independent investigation, coach the manager, implement clear expectations going forward. But it would have been far easier and far cheaper if they'd tackled it earlier. Employee relations isn't just about discipline, it's about creating the kind of environment where people feel safe to raise concerns. Issues are handled fairly. Everyone knows what's expected and teams trust each other. That's what leads to performance. That's what keeps staff engaged, and that's what protects your business from unnecessary risk. If you're running a business in Portsmouth, Southampton, Fareham or anywhere across the Solent, you will deal with employee relations issues eventually. The question is, will you be ready? If you're not confident in your processes, your manager training, or your ability to stay legally compliant, then it's time to get support in place before something escalates. We help South Coast employers deal with employee relations issues properly. That means structure, clarity and confidence. We offer one-off case support, employee relations training for managers, policy reviews and updates, ongoing fixed fee advice. And if something tricky does arise, we're on hand to guide you through it. If you're not sure where to start, book a free consultation. We'll walk you through your risks and next steps. No drama, no pressure, just proper HR support, right when you need it.